Okay, so can you tell me what did you do for the weekend? Did you do something interesting? Did you go somewhere?
I went to the park with my friend.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that sounds pretty interesting. And what did you do in the park?
We rode bikes in the park.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what was the weather like?
It was okay. Like it's not
So a
very
nice weather.
Like it's not very sunny.
Oh, not very sunny, but not very cold.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's basically just the standard autumn weather, you know, it's just fall. At least that's my perception. So tell me, besides the weekend, were you reading something cool? Maybe.
No, not yet.
Okay, well, you know what? I watched Harry Potter films again over the weekend with my sister. And we had a lot of fun because I haven't watched them in a while, you know, I haven't seen them in a while. So this was a really nice thing for me and for my sister. We both enjoyed it very much. And it just reminded me that I love the books as much as I love the movies, you know. It's something that lives within me, my love for the wizarding world.
Oh, okay.
And when we talk about our love for the wizarding world, tell me, what made you like Harry Potter? Why do you like it?
Because it's magical.
Okay, so you like magical things and beings and magic.
Yeah.
And did you ever think about that? If you were to possess any kind of magic, what would you do with it? What would you like to be able to do?
I will eat dinner with it.
You would make dinner with it?
Mm-hmm.
So food.
Yeah.
Oh, that is an interesting answer. I thought you were gonna be like, I would like to be able to fly or to like teleport myself to different things, to different parts of the world. But no, you want to make dinner with it. That's pretty cool. I haven't heard that one. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, I like the color you're wearing. That's a really cute color.
Okay, thanks. Ow.
And tell me, did you go to school today?
Nope. I caught a cold.
You what?
Caught a cold.
You caught a cold. Oh, so you're ill. I'm very sorry to hear that. Get well soon.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. I hope you get healthy soon again. So, tell me, can you recall, do you remember what we did in our last class?
Like what we did with the class, like the actual class, or what we did, or everything?
What we did in the actual class.
Oh, so I think we learned about some conjunctions.
Very well, we did. Very good.
And we learned about fanboys.
Yes, nice. You remember that very well. And did we also learn about some phrasal verbs?
Oh yeah.
Very good. Okay, so those were the top three things we covered in our last class. Very good. I'm very happy that you remember, actually. So three very important things within the English language. Why? Because they're like the basis of everything. So we covered these phrasal verbs, so I'm not gonna look back on that. We had some prefixes. We did some exercises with that. And then we talked a little bit about phrasal verbs, and not just these ones. We talked about different kinds of phrasal verbs, and I gave you some other examples. So we're gonna move on, and we have some idioms and phrasal verbs. So look at these red words over here. Look at these words. Can you tell me? Just when you look at them, do you know what they mean?
Find out is like find out about something, like you don't know something, and then you know something by finding it, and turn up is like show up.
Very well. Yes.
Makes sense is like
And
you
yes.
have sense, like your sense makes sense, like your sense.
Yes.
Sense.
So
Sense is good.
something that's logical, right? Something that just makes sense. Very well. I liked your explanation actually very much. So we have phrasal verbs and an idiom. So what do you think? Is there a difference between phrasal verbs and idioms? What do you think? So we have two phrasal verbs here, for example, and we have an idiom here. Makes sense. They're all made up from two different words.
Yeah.
But they just maybe contextually have the core difference. So let's learn about it, shall we?
Okay.
Okay. I like how you always respond like that. All right, so I made a little list, phrasal verbs versus idioms. For example, for starters, we have phrasal verbs. Look at this, you already know this. So phrasal verb is made of a verb and a preposition or an adverb. We already covered a little bit of this in our last class. So we're not gonna be focusing on the structure that much. We're gonna focus on the meaning. And this says, and together they form a new meaning. Or?
That's okay.
Oh, it's okay. So this is K.
Yep.
Got it. Very good, Ivanka. Look at this. Okay, so even though you can see the verb, the whole word, the whole phrase means something different from the single verb. We already studied this. We already covered this. So we have an example, find out. Harry tried to find out who sent him the letter, turn up, put up with. So we covered all of those in the last class. Even carry on. And here, look at this, we have idioms. Can you read for me? What is the idiom?
Idiom is a group of words whose meaning is not literal. You can't understand it just by translating each word. Idioms are expressions that native speakers use naturally.
Very well. So, look at this. We have some examples here, of course, like from the textbook, we have makes sense, to be understandable. But look at this. A piece of cake.
very easy. It's not like it's a piece of cake. Like, there was this joke that one of my teachers taught me. So basically, it's like, why did the child eat his homework?
Because it was a piece of cake, right?
Yes, because the teacher said it was a piece of cake.
Okay, I even got the drawing from you. I love that. Thank you very much. And that's a good example, actually. We have something else. Look at this. We have break the ice. Have you heard this before?
No.
For example, when you first meet a person in our first class, what we're doing, we're breaking the ice. Why? Because we're trying to make each other feel more comfortable. Look at this. Ron told a funny story to break the ice. Some people tend to tell a lot of jokes when they first meet someone, so they can lower the tensions and everyone can feel comfortable. And we have under the weather. For example, right now, you might be feeling a little under the weather. Am I right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So you caught a cold, and the expression for that, when you have like a fever or you're feeling sick because it's too hot or too cold outside, we can say that, oh, Ivanka is a little under the weather these days. So that's like a natural expressions. Or another idiom that I very much like is a walk in the park. Did you hear about that? Do you know about it? No? So actually, we use this expression in this sense. For example, today's class was a walk. What do you think? What can a walk in the park mean?
Like, very hard.
It's totally opposite.
Oh, like very easy.
Yes. So, same goes for the piece of cake. You can say that sometimes your homework can be a piece of cake, but also it can be a walk in the park because it was like this. We usually use a walk in a park for situations or something that happens, not necessarily for the work we're doing, maybe for writing or something. We can, but not necessarily. So, eating a piece of cake, very well. That was very good. Thank you very much. Okay, let's move on. So we talked a little bit about phrasal verbs and idioms. Let's not waste too much time on this. So we have some expressions, some examples from the book. Let's read them. Let's read this.
The Dursleys lived in the constant fear that someone might find out about Harry's magical abilities.
Yes. So, as you explained, find out in this case means that somebody is going to learn about something else, about some true nature of something. Now, let's read this.
It was a shock when Hagrid suddenly turned up at the remote hut, changing everything.
Nice. And let's read the last one. Initially,
the rules and logic of the wizarding world did not make sense to Harry, accustomed to the Muggle world.
Very well. And can you tell me, Ivanka, initially, do you not know what that means?
Yes.
Initially means in the beginning, at the start of something.
Oh, like at the start, at first, the rules
At first, very well.
the rules and logic of the wizarding world did not make sense to Harry.
Yes, very good. You got there yourself. Very good. So tell me, Ivanka, the rules and the logic of wizarding world, are they making sense to you? Do you think they're logical?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, first of all, it's like, I mean, the rules are like normal school rules, and I mean, like, it's not very weird that you can't use magic in front of muggles.
Okay,
Yeah,
I get that. I agree with you on that one.
Like, it's impossible that the muggles won't freak out and call 911.
Yes, exactly, because they're not what? Accustomed to that.
Accustomed.
I love the explanation, very well. So, in the next part, we have summary of events. This is the first part of the summary. But before that, I wanted to quickly bounce back to something to piggyback off this. I wanted to touch back on the subject of conjunctions. So let's do a short little test right now. Let's see what you remember, all right? Okay, I'm going to give you this. Let's try and do this, okay? So you know how this goes. We have, I think, 5 sentences here. And you have some options here in the brackets that you can use to fill in the blank. Can you do that for me?
Okay.
You can start wherever you want, okay?
Okay.
Well, very well, okay. Can you read the sentences too, please?
I could not get a seat though I came early.
Nice, very well.
We're leaving Wednesday. If or not rain. Whether or not it rains. Weather.
Yes, it's weather. Very good. Good job.
Pay attention to your work. You will not make mistakes. So that.
Very well.
The musicians.
Good work. Okay.
The musicians delivered a
Rousing.
They had researched often. Though they once had researched often. Once they had researched often. What?
As. Very good. So the musicians delivered a rousing performance as they had rehearsed often. Very well. Good work. Okay, let's move on to the sentence number 9.
She's honest. Everyone trusts her.
This could be a tricky one, but don't think, okay, very well. You got it on the first try. Good job. And the last one.
Write this down. down or you forget. When you forget, lest you forget.
This is a difficult one, huh?
It might be or it might be when. But not lest.
Why do you think not lest?
Because I don't know what it means, and I don't think it looks...
That's what I waited to hear. No, I gave this on purpose. I gave this to you on purpose because I wanted to teach you a new word. Okay?
Okay.
So let's look closely at the conjunction lest. It's not very common today, I'm going to tell you that, okay? So this is something that is still used in formal English and literature. So it often appears in fantasy stories like Harry Potter. So for the purposes of you finding this in some books, I wanted to basically help you learn it. So let's put it on the board over here. Can you read this for me, please?
Meaning of lest. Lest means so that not, or in order to prevent something bad from happening. It shows a reason for being careful, like saying to avoid or to prevent.
Very well. So we're going to put lest here. Very well. Good job. And now you learned a new word. I'm going to give you some examples so you can remember, okay?
Okay.
Let's look at some examples. Let's look at this. Wait, I wanted to make this white, not purple. Okay, here we have some examples.
Examples. He spoke quietly lest anyone should hear him. He spoke quietly so that no one could hear him.
Very well.
Take your cloak lest you catch a cold. Take your cloak so that you don't catch a cold. Harry
Yes.
his letter lest Uncle Vernon destroy it. Harry hid his letter to prevent Uncle Vernon from destroying it. The students stayed silent lest the teacher get angry. They stayed silent so the teacher wouldn't get angry.
Very well. Okay, so we learned a new word today, a new conjunction that is a very old conjunction, actually. And as I told you, this word, lest, is not very popular. People don't use it very often today, but you will find it in the books of Harry Potter. So it is important for you to know what it means. Okay, so you did very good today, Ivanka. That was a very, very good class. And remember, in the next class, we will do summary of events. So we're going to test our knowledge about the book and some events that happened, some core events. So tell me, do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay, not a single question. Very good. That means that you probably understood everything we talked about in today's class, which makes me very happy. All right. Well, I hope you get well soon. And stay home, stay safe, rest. If you need anything, you can always write to me in the chat, and I will see you in the next class.
Okay, see you next time. Thank you. See you next time.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.